Data center markets are moving extremely fast, and in this video, I'm going to go over one of the top data center stocks that's been talked about quite often, which is called IREN. We're going to jump in, and I'm going to give you the full breakdown of exactly what I'm watching with this one. Just a side note, we just released some of our earnings today, including our new earnings for the week. If you go to Prophecy, if you're already there, or if you're in the Stockmate community, you can actually jump into the Stockmate earnings, see some of the recent announcements. We had Apple today. After hours, you had Apple surge quite a bit. They were up about 3% at one point, but we did see them surge up to 277 up here. They had a really large reaction to the earnings. Same thing with Microsoft. And we also saw some other big earnings come out earlier today, including SanDisk. You had Reddit, and then yesterday was a big day as well with Microsoft and Meta and Google. And so a lot of big earnings, a lot of positive earnings, and a lot of news about these companies spending more on data centers. So what is kind of negative for them that they are anticipating more expenses, it's actually quite positive for some of these stocks that we're about to go into. For example, like IREN. So IREN is a data center company that has grown significantly over the last year. You can see that if you look just 1 year back, they were around just $5 a share at this time last year. They surged to about $76 a share by November 2025. And then by about April, start of this year, they were holding around this $30 to $40 range. And then they just rocketed to $54 before recently pulling back to this resistance level right around 45 bucks a share. So with this recent pullback, you can kind of see the levels where they started to break out, and these are very, very consistent previous resistance levels around 45 bucks, and that's currently where they're holding right around this $45 range. We've seen them not only use that previous resistance as a support, but also they've been using this level of support here at 45. A little bit of a dip below, but not fully bearish as they are pushing back above this EMA, this blue line, which if they were holding below would be very bearish. They just kind of push back above. Oftentimes in a bullish environment, you can tell that blue line, that EMA acting as a support. And in a bearish environment, you're going to see that blue line here acting as a resistance. Hopefully there's not too many lines for you all, but that's what we're seeing here. So overall uptrend into the next year, you see a lot of projections bullish. Stockmate is one thing. If you guys haven't already tuned into our live sessions, you can always join us as soon as tomorrow morning at market open. It's the second link in the description. We're just trading oil today. We had about $1,000 profit today so far on oil. But let's jump into Prophecy. I'm going to pull up this IREN stock with a multi-model view to see all the projections from some of the top AI models. So currently into the next 4 hours or into next tomorrow, you do have some bullish projections. Just a note, if you guys weren't aware, we actually just announced that Prophecy, our AI company that has been tracking and using the best AI models in the world to analyze stocks for you, actually has over 60% direction accuracy. For example, with Meta, with Gemini, we're at 56, 49% with Claude as of the last 30 days. And that's on over 20,000 projections. And also 63% of the time we are right with Grok. So I just share that with you guys so you know some of the weight behind these models. We've actually seen quite a lot of accuracy, which is tying well into what we envisioned for our company and why we've built so much around the AI thesis that these models are going to truly become better than most humans at analyzing stocks. But when it comes down to the next month, you are looking at some bullish projections. Grok is anticipating that IREN continues to rally up into $55 plus that $56 price point. That right there is a 24% increase. Getting into the next year, obviously longer term timeframes, and this is how I am positioning in the data center market. While we do trade short term, we also are looking for these long-term horizons. Grok is as bullish as 75% into the next year, with overall our average Prophecy of all of the models coming out to just 25%. So IREN, the market of data centers, big spending in the AI markets, slightly bearish on the institutional selling. There has been some selling on the institutions. Insiders also not looking super hot, as we've seen some selling as well on the insiders. There's been some selling, but actually as of recently, there's been more buying than selling on the insiders. So you see recently the CEO and the chairman and the director were also buying shares. So it's actually fairly bullish from an insider perspective. IREN previously was a crypto company where they're doing Bitcoin mining, and they've recently spun up a tremendous amount of gigawatts or megawatts. They've expanded their AI cloud capacity by acquiring 150,000 GPUs as of March. That includes their NVIDIA B300 GPUs. There's 50,000 of those. And then also they're deploying not just throughout British Columbia, but also in Childress, hopefully I said that right, Texas. And then you've got their current AI demand is huge. They're seeing big increases in their revenue over the last few years, which we'll go into. The revenue outlook is also expected to grow greater than 3.7 billion by the end of 2026. Currently, on their income statement, they in the last year did about 500 million. So they're actually anticipating a more than 4x increase in revenue. In the last quarter, there was one quarter where they came in with revenue of over 240 million with positive net income of 384 million. So that came in with some other cash and some things that kind of boosted up their balance sheet. So overall, annually, they actually came in with a positive net income last quarter, which is very bullish, obviously, nearly 100 million there. And they're now holding above $150 million per quarter, basically for the last 4 quarters. So on track to do over 600 million plus, but really they're, again, billions of dollars is the target. And their balance sheet is currently holding about $3 billion in equity. So if they're anticipating, let's say 2 billion, 3 billion, and this is for these new data centers, if you want to know kind of the details of these and you want to understand more about the full reasoning behind why they're seeing this increase in capital, essentially you had a lot of demand for Bitcoin mining, and you still have it. But those Bitcoin miners essentially use GPUs, which requires a tremendous amount of computational power if you're doing good Bitcoin mining. But what they found is that it can be more profitable to rent out the computational power of those GPUs, these computers basically, to AI companies in order to make more money than it would be to just mine Bitcoin. So they shifted their business heavily into AI cloud for the next big thing. They've secured over 4.5 gigawatts. Their energy sources are 100% renewable. They've got over 4,500 acres, and their locations sit at 6. So they have 6 locations focused on data centers, obviously, but they're focused in areas where they have renewable energy. So they got Sweetwater, okay? That's going to be wherever Sweetwater is. It looks like Texas. You've got Childress, Texas. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Oklahoma. I know that I say that right. Prince George. So that's going to be up in, once again, British Columbia. And then you got Mackenzie and Canal Flats. So they're mostly just all North America. Big capacity. These AI data centers that are basically primarily driven by partnerships with NVIDIA, the largest company in the world, Supermicro Computer, Dell Technologies, and then they also have some large contracts with Microsoft and some other companies through co-location, meaning companies that want data centers for their own solution and their own infrastructure needs. And then also custom-built data centers designed to your exact specifications, which is more in line with the companies that they're working with. If you look at their recent news, hopefully this is their press releases. Yeah, see some of their builds that they've had, and also some of their deals that they've had as of recently. Once again, you got heavy involvement with NVIDIA, and you see them working with Microsoft and some other very large companies for the AI computation. Basically, these companies are already running big businesses, and they also need to expand this division of data centers. You see it with AMD. You see it with Microsoft, and the main conversation throughout all of these earnings calls that we just went through over the last week with Google and Tesla and Apple and what have you, or not Tesla, but all these top companies, is that you have a big focus on the data center markets and how they're going to get the computational power to run some of these new innovative technologies. And so currently, financials look fairly good. Are they overvalued? They do trade at a premium. Again, if they're anticipating, 2 billion in revenue or what have you, and then they have 3 billion equity, maybe that's 5 billion. They might be trading at a premium, even right now with the $12 billion in market cap. But let's say that they come out with more increased revenues and they continue to ramp up, then the market cap doesn't look so premium. And a lot of data center companies, especially the ones that are very well known, like IREN, are trading at premiums because they're expecting more growth in the future. So while they do trade at a premium, these are not the highest levels we've seen with IREN. In fact, we've seen as high as $80 a share. So let's say that they are truly coming out with more and more earnings that are looking bullish. If you look at some of their earnings right now, we could actually pull that up here in the earnings calendar. Looks like their next earnings are coming out on May 6th. So they have next week, they're coming out with their earnings. Now, if they come out with really good earnings next week and we have this tailwind from pretty good Fed meeting, pretty good economic data, along with good earnings from a lot of these tech companies, you might see continued rallies. And if that's the case, if it doesn't sell down and break this $45 a share, which the next level of support would most likely be right around that $40 a share, which is a 10% sell down. But imagining that they kind of potentially continue some of this rally, they have those immediate levels around 20% up to $50 a share. And they have the resistance up to 60. And then of course, previous levels we saw last year or into this year, right here around the $70 price point, which from here would be about a 60% increase. So of course, that's the near term, still trading at premium, but they look pretty solid to continue the growth so long as they continue to deliver and see their revenues increase from these big data center builds. So let me know what you guys think. But again, the technicals, the risk to reward, I like them long term, and you probably aren't thinking about it, but in the short term, you've got to be more on top of your risk management as these stocks swing 10, 20%. So having clear risk management is super important. And that's what we do in our live sessions. And if an opportunity does present itself, we'll be watching at market open to trade in the data center markets. If that's you want to learn more about not just data centers, but quantum and space tech, and we were trading the oil market today, and robotics and some of the top AI markets, including drones and defense, semiconductors, then I would encourage you to simply have a look at the second link below. And if you missed our full training on how to use Prophecy AI, this setup here with all of the projections, go have a look at the first link below. Thanks so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up again, hit the like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.